Okay, welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. This will be like my third and final, or fourth and final, hands-bound training video. So here you have a belt. You can go up there for right now. So before we train with our hands bound, you should know a few things about martial arts before you begin a martial art. If you have not been to a dojo, it is not impossible for you to not know martial arts, because the truth of the matter of fact is that everyone knows martial arts when you go to dojos for them to unlock your potential. Alright? Now, before martial arts became this big conglomerate that it is, this big, massive clusterfuck that everybody knows and go to schools and get taught how to stand here and here and here and then block here and block here and block here and block here and knee, strike. Okay, that was me making fun. So before you do anything, you should probably consult a martial artist. If you're not going to take a legitimate martial art and you're going to train on your own, I recommend that you take a knee for the first 5 seconds of this video, because a lot of my moves I didn't learn in the dojo. I'll be honest with you, a lot of my moves I learned from movies. Not that I haven't went to the dojo, but I have learned from movies as well, and I didn't think that they would work. So I went out and I practiced them and practiced them and practiced them, and found out that they do work. And then some of them I've learned that you can use in an actual fight. Now, let me put the brakes on that really quickly. Before you go doing any of that shit that I just said, you need to know 2 things about me. First, I've been street fighting since I was 6 years old. Alright? From 6 to 12, I have been doing street fighting. And in between the ages of 7 and 12, I started learning karate. And by the time I hit 15, I was only fighting when it was an option. It wasn't something that I chose to do, but that was more like when people would fuck with me, I would fight them. And by then, I was taking Taekwondo. Okay. But everything else was karate and Kung Fu. As I got up into my later teens, I started taking Kempo, Aikido, Jiu-Jitsu, Judo. Judo actually came in somewhere between 13 and 15. And a little bit of boxing and various forms of martial arts. Capoeira is in there somewhere. I know a little of everything, so I'm basically the jack of all trades and the master of none. I have mastered certain moves with my body better than other moves. Now, I have definitely mastered fighting with my hands bound in front of me, not with my hands bound in back of me. You'll see all the videos that was made before this video. So, before I tell you, the first thing you need to know about being in a fight with your hands tied, you need to be able to fight. That's the first thing you need to know. You need to be able to fight. So if you can throw a punch, a jab, and a cross, and an uppercut, get used to that. Because you got your uppercut, you got both of them, you got a jab, you got another jab, you got a cross, you got another cross. Okay. Now, when you're fighting, you're going to be moving from side to side. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. So, you're going to need to know about being a southpaw. Boom, boom, boom. You're going to know about being standard. Boom, 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 boom. If you don't know any of those things, none of that shit's going to help you when your hands are tied. Just so that you know. Same thing with southpaw kicks. When you're going to be southpaw kicks, this is a standard stance. You see how I got you? Standard stance, switch off. So punch, kick, kick. That's your southpaw. Now here's your right. Standard kick. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Now each style of each martial art changes, but all the kicks are similarly and related. Tornado kick is tornado in Taekwondo, hurricane in Kempo. Do not ask me, it's what I was taught. I could be wrong, but that would make my senseis wrong. One of them is dead, so therefore. This is your hand being bound in front of you. This is your hands being bound behind you. Watch the difference in these kicks, because they're going to make the difference if you ever in a situation where you have to fight with your hands tied behind you or in front of you. So, behind you, it's a whole lot harder to maneuver, because your hands want to do that that kid dance thing. So, I only have it locked on one loop because I still can't maneuver, but it's just to demonstrate, you can get down there. I got a hip problem, so it's not going to happen here. not without me breaking my fucking new hip. So that's not going to happen. But, you know, so if the attacker's coming, you have this move, and you have this move. You don't have a whole lot of defense to protect yourself when your hands are tied behind your back, unless you're fairly good with your feet. So the guy's coming at you, and your right foot's available. Boom, front kick. It's a basic kick. It's no defining anything in it. You just know your target, which is the sternum. Boom. You know, if that's not your strong kick, Taekwondo side chamber, kick side kick. Remember your balance, because your hands are tied behind you and your balance is going to be off by about 19 degrees. All right? So on the left side, boom, front kick. If that's not your stride kick, Taekwondo side kick. So you chamber it. Japanese side kick. For the right. Now, for Kung Fu, the stepping side from crane, you would tap your foot and then you would kick. My hands are bound, so that shit's not happening. But I can still do the foot movement. So here and there. Now, for those who can see that, I'm far enough back where you can see me. Hopefully you can see my feet, because I can't see anything but a blank screen. So here and there. All right. Now, being bound from behind, your options are very limited. So, say you're only good at crescent kicks. Boom. See how off that is? It's because my balance is not right. Boom. Balance with your hands behind your back is very, very difficult. Alright, again, don't try this shit at home. Things are going to look a little bit better now because my hands are in front of me. And I've been training like this since I was like 12, 13, and I practice all the time. You know, I haven't practiced in years. Today is like the first day I've done this since I was like roughly 30. Roughly 30, maybe 35, I don't remember. It doesn't really matter. So now you have better blocking options because your hands can extend versus your hands not being able to extend. You see that? There's your difference maker. Guys coming in, block. You're completely unprotected up here. Completely. See? You're in deep shit. Here, you're still in deep shit. Now, wrap it back up. Your hands are bound. You have a better chance of surviving because they're in front. Block. Block. Alright? Block. Block. Strike. Block. Block. Strike. Block. Block. Strike. Alright? Now, you still have your feet. But more importantly, your hands are in front of you now, so you have a better chance of actually surviving the fucking fight. So, sidestep, knee, elbow, sidestep, knee, elbow. You get the gist. Guys coming at you, block, kick, block, kick. You get what I'm saying? So, you want to do sequences? You know, guys coming at you, block, punt. He's going backwards, so you got to follow through. Boom. I don't recommend the tornado kick. If you block and kick him, then you kick him again. Don't use the sequence that I just used. More like this. So block, kick, kick, and kick again. You want to keep your feet on the ground as much as possible because of the simple fact that your hands are bound, which means you're not going to be doing any butterflies. I'm probably going to the hospital if I don't pull this off. So, yeah, that was like low angle and the biggest crock of bullshit, so don't do that. So, keep it basic. No butterflies, no tornado kicks, just keep it basic. Block, front kick. Block, front kick. You know, block, front kick, crescent kick, bring it back. Yeah, you want to keep it basic. I'm on unlevel ground also, so you need to be aware of your environment, be aware of your surroundings, because your surroundings is life and death. You need to know that just in case you are ever bound. Boom, 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 boom. Know what you can do. So you have to throw an elbow, block, boom. You have to be able to work these arms as one. So boom, 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 boom. Now when you get in there, don't forget to pivot your foot. Yeah, because you block, boom. Now you can't see my feet, but they do pivot. And if you can't see my feet, great. So block, boom. Because you're gonna turn all of your weight into that. Your hands are bound, by the way. So let's say you don't get the chance to do that, and it's a really close call. So it's block, palm strike, block, palm strike. And the reason why that is because that's the easiest one to use. You know, you're blocking, boom. You're blocking, boom. You know, block, block, boom. Or if you want to use your knuckles, that works too. So say open hand blocks, boom, boom, boom. All right, from those for the side view, you know, block, block, boom. Step back a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. Now, I practiced this a long, long time ago. My body is not the same as it was, so this shit looks jacked up. But, you know, we're going to do it this way first, then we're going to do it this way. So, guys coming at me, boom, knee. Okay? So, from this side, guys coming at me, boom, knee. Alright? A jumping knee can do some serious damage to people if you hit them in the perfect target, which is the sternum, right there in the center. And after they bend over, drop an elbow. Sadly, I'm going to piss off a lot of martial artists with this, but your hands are bound, so fuck them. Drop that elbow dead center. Center mass in the spine. Try to drive your elbow all the way through their back. Now, I know that sounds brutal, and I'm sorry if I've offended any martial artists with that, but if I'm going to teach you how to fight with your hands bound, I'm not going to level the playing field unless I teach you the truth. You're rarely going to have a lot of opportunities to do a sidestep in a knee. Your hands are bound. So no matter what, you're going to have to block. But in the event that you get one good off, you get this guy away from you, and you knee him in the sternum, you know, boom, you're going to put everything you have into that because your hands are bound. And when he cups over, you come down. Don't double axe handle his hands. Use your fucking elbow. Use the closest elbow to him, right in the spine. You want to end the fight swiftly? You hit him in the spine. You want to play with him? You hit him in the kidney or you hit him in the shoulder blades. I say you hit him in the fucking spine. All right? Same thing this side. Yo, boom. Yo. Now, the correct side step would be here, then a knee, and then an elbow. But fights don't work like that. Fights do not work like that. In real time, guys coming at you, you pull this off, you're blessed. So this, then just come right back at it. Because if you don't, and your hands are bound, you're going to have a problem. The guy's coming at you, he's running, best kick in the universe. Not the Crane Karate Kid, but you know, the best kick in the universe, the most effective kick from a standing position is a front kick. If you are bound and he's coming at you full charge, you have a lot of options. You have a split second to weigh those options and use the options on your table. Your best option is to sidestep, fuck out the way. In the event that he's coming down, his hands are open, he's going in for the tackle. Your hands are bound. You are bound to go down if you're not ready. So, say you front kick, he scoops you and he keeps going. You wrap this thing under his neck like that and lock your hands. So when you go down, you put your other knee, or put both your knees together and clap on him. So this is under his neck. It is brutal. It is wrong for me to teach you that, but it is survival. Your hands are bound. This is survival training. This isn't just martial arts, this is survival training. Because in real life, when somebody's coming at you at max speed and you can't get out the way fast enough, you better have a fucking contingency plan. Most people don't have that. So this sidestep knee thing doesn't always work. Now, you need to know that. A lot of martial art moves don't always work. Now, a lot of them will work, but a lot of them don't. It's the whole yin-yang theory. So, you know, boom, if you block and you push him off, then you're good, but he's got to turn around and come back. But if you sidestep and knee him, you're going to slow him down enough so that you can do some damage. But remember, your hands are bound. So, let's say you're fighting someone who does crane. So, strike, strike, strike. Yes, you blocking their strikes. And their strike is here, here, and here. So your block is 1, 2, 3. And if you block your hand around, which is almost impossible in a real fight, nothing is truly impossible, that's why I said almost, you got them. But your hand is bound. And when your hands are bound, you are limited to a certain amount of stuff that you can do. So I trained this way to know what I can and can't do. Once panic sets in, you're in deep shit. You don't want to be in deep shit with your hands bound. So you need to learn your blocks. Boom, boom. Learn your blocks. Boom, boom. You need to learn your attacks. Boom, boom. You know, you have yay so much distance between your bindings and your wrists. And if they're tight, tighter than this belt, so I go one more, then I'm like this, my hands are totally screwed. So my blocks would have to be really short. Boom, boom. And those will be the only ones I can use to protect my face. The rest of me, we're going to be a problem. See? Really, really short. Okay? So, now this is about normal. This will probably be normal. But most people, they're going to tie you up. They're going to tie you so tight that you're not going to have a lot of circulation. So you're not going to have a whole lot of options when you can't feel your fucking fingers. So you need to be ready. So guys coming at you with a punch, block, strike. Block, strike. If you can't get away with that, block, elbow. You know, block, elbow. You have to do the closest weapon in your arsenal to your opponent. He's running at you, bam, caressing kick. He goes this way because that's the way you're kicking him towards. Providing that that works, then you go right down behind him. Now, like I said, a lot of times shit don't always work because you have the times momentum, body mass index, and that person's skills, which is probably the most important thing, is if this person is a skilled fighter, you're going to have a problem. So if you're going to train bound, you need to know enough about yourself and what you can and can't do. What's your range of motion? Your range of motion is everything. Your body mechanics is everything. So if you block and you strike, you better have something other side of a knee strike and an elbow. You need a knee strike, forearm, knee strike, push off. You know, you need to know every option that you have, that your body has when you are bound. Alright? So again, because I'm losing light, so I'm going to have to end this video. But do not try this shit at home. I've been practicing this since I was 13. I have never not trained unhandcuffed or blind. And I will tell you, it is the hardest training that you will ever do. And it is not always recommended. Just like these leaves I've practically kicked up on my computer. You will understand. I will make another binding video when there's like more light. And you will understand what I'm trying to show you. Versus before you go outside and try to do this shit yourself. You need to know your range of motion with your feet. You need to know your range of motion with your hands. And when they're bound, you need to know how to make both your arms work together as one complete weaponized unit. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Be seeing you.